Creatures of Ava is an adventure game that came out August 7th, 2024 for Xbox Series X and S and PC. I received a copy of the game from Keymailer. Developers, thank you for a key. The game is set on a planet called Ava, where a researcher, Vic, is sent to from space accompanied by her friend Tabitha. The entire planet is becoming infected by a disease called the Withering that slowly kills living beings. Vic's team wants to save as many life forms from Ava as possible. The native people on Ava are the Nom, and Vic befriends an archaeologist Nom who also wants to save the planet. The majority of the Nom dislike humans due to a negative experience in the past, and Vic learns more about their history during her adventure. The main goal of the game is to cleanse and send up every creature you come across to the bioarc. Most creatures are infected by the Withered, and you gain a magic staff that can cleanse them. You basically aim it at them, and it acts similarly to a vat gun from Slime Rancher or the Poltergust from Luigi's Mansion. The staff gains new powers as you visit ancient ruins. This includes a powerful blast to take down strong withering, the ability to telepathically lift walls, slowing down time, and casting a shield around yourself to traverse in poisonous areas. Each of these can be powered up with your skill points and are vital to getting around Eva and cleansing the creatures. Getting them into the bioarc also requires some skill. You need to learn their songs. Vic receives a flute and can play various songs on it. The creatures will sing a song to you, which you need to replicate. If you mess it up, they'll do it again until you get it right. Other creatures nearby can still attack you while you're playing this, so you need to either be aware of your surroundings or try to get on something where they can't reach you. Once the creature trusts you, it will follow you while you're playing the song of the area on your flute, which is automatic. Multiple creatures can follow you at once, and there are robots scattered around that you take them to and teleport them to the bioarc. You are able to telepathically connect with them while playing the flute, taking control of the creature you choose. They have special abilities to get rid of obstacles in your way and help you make progress. One of the biggest issues I had with this whole system was that once you send the creatures to the bioarc, they were just gone. No more spawned in their place, and there was no way to recall them, which meant that I accidentally locked myself out of some areas because I sent the creatures up too soon. The only exception to this was in the very end of the game, the grasslands had some of the withered creatures come back. So when you play, don't send the creatures up until you're sure that you have done everything. I would have preferred a recall system or even letting the player learn these skills so they can do it on their own. Luckily, you can't lock yourself out of story areas, but it was still frustrating. You have an Avapedia, which is an encyclopedia on every life form on Ava. You take photos of the creatures before and after being infected to fill information out. You can also take photos of important NPCs. Saving larger numbers of creatures unlocked more information, and you need to pat each of them at least once to fill it out. They're really cute, and each interaction with them is different. But again, if you don't do all of this before you send them up, you'll be locked out of completing it 100%. The main story quest has markers showing you where to go, but there were a couple times the marker didn't show up, and we had to restart that file. There are some side quests you can do for the Nom, which you can set up to show on your map. Most of these are pretty simple. They just require you to talk to other characters or retrieve something for someone. The only conversations you can have are for quests. The Nom won't really make small talk with you. There are also no shops, but you can make healing items yourself by crafting and brewing plants that you find around Ava. The planet is pretty big, and there are many places for you to visit. The grasslands are the main hub for the game, and you will always end up going back there. There are many abandoned research stations that can let you fast travel around the map. There are also zip lines that you can set up to get up and down cliffs quickly. There are 3 additional areas to explore: the jungle, the swamps, and the dunes. Each location is its own chapter, and due to story reasons, you cannot go back to them once you leave for the next area. This means you'll need to make sure you have all of your side quests and hidden items wrapped up before progressing. This bugged me a bit because it would have been nice to go back and do everything once I had my story taken care of. One side quest requires you to bring back one of every plant in an area, and if you already used them to craft and left that area, you're locked out of completing it. The characters were hit or miss with me. I didn't care too much about the Nom. I was more interested in the humans due to their history on Ava in the past. Vic has a tragic backstory that is shown in the opening cinematic. The story started out not very interesting to me. Go to a planet and save the animals. It became more dark and serious the further I progressed, which was also shown by the grassland slowly withering away with each area cleared. The finale was very emotional, and I wasn't sure what to think, just like Vic. Her reaction was my reaction, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't tear up at the ending. The story started out slow but ended with a bang. In the beginning and ending, there are animated cutscenes that look really beautiful. They're done in an anime style, and it made me want an actual anime based on the game. The whole thing by itself looks really good and draws you in with the visuals and music. The music is mostly soft flute playing, and I've had some of it stuck in my head, but it's just so peaceful and relaxing. There is a small amount of voice acting, and everyone sounded good. When I first saw this game, it looked kind of like Slime Rancher, so I was expecting that. It's more about the story and experience rather than collecting creatures, and it reminded me of Beasts of Maravilla Island. I thought those two were connected at first because the names are similar, but they were made by different developers. I did enjoy the gameplay for the most part, but there were a few areas that I got stuck in and didn't know how to progress. There are also a lot of puzzles to solve, but they weren't too hard to figure out. I enjoyed this game a lot more than I thought I would. I came to care deeply for the creatures on the planet and wanted to make sure they stayed safe. The story revelations and ending are what made it really memorable for me. It's not perfect, and there were some parts that annoyed me, but overall, it's a good game. I can see how some people wouldn't like it if they only play the beginning, but the ending makes it all worth it. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content. Let me know if you've played this game and what you think, and if you haven't played this game, let me know what you think it's going to be like. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon. We're going to be, oh my god, why did I? We're going to be doing new stuff on there and trying to make it better and blah, blah, blah. I also have Redbubble and I stream on Twitch, so make sure to go follow me there, and thank you for watching.